ELI5. What do bomb squad members do most of the time? Since there are rarely bombs to defuse, they have a day job doing something else with specialty training and explosive devices that make them part of a team of people that would respond. In the case of bomb stuff, this is usually just regular cops. The same is usually true of hazmat techs, usually just firefighters, SWAT, regular cops, etc. 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 The bigger the city, municipality, county, the more likely that they might be able to keep some of these specialty services to dedicated staff, but it's pretty rare, and in most places it's just specialty training on top of a day job. In most parts of the country, bomb squads tend to be super regional, even crossing state lines. It's not unheard of for the Philadelphia Police Department bomb squad to travel 50 miles outside the city limits, which are coterminous with their county. In other parts of the country, the first responders may be a military EOD, explosive ordnance disposal team. Someone compared bomb squad EOD teams to SWAT teams. I don't think they're at all comparable. SWAT teams seem to be much less specialized and much more prevalent. A lot of time is spent traveling from the capital city they are based in, to other parts of the state, usually to identify something that is not explosive. I've seen them travel 6 hours to confirm that the shipping cardboard canister for a grenade is not in fact a grenade, or that the suspicious device is actually a street light that has fallen from the pole it now sits at the base of. People will call the police for anything they think might be explosive, and it shows. Can't speak directly for bomb squads, but I have a friend who's in the kind of specially trained emergency response job you'd apply bomb squad to think specialist firefighter at an airfield. From what he tells me, training, sleeping and eating, chilling in a gym, more training, paperwork on all the training, more training. It may vary by country, but police departments that only rarely, if ever, need a SWAT team could have some of their regular officers trained as SWAT agents. They just do regular patrol service until the need for SWAT arises. Bomb squad might be similar. Being able to defuse bombs doesn't mean one can't handle a speeder. My grandfather was the first person in his city to train on EOD. He was also a marksmanship trainer, detective, and effectively their county's version of buffered pusher. Others said it well: most of your specialty people will have other things they do. EOD may also be SWAT and may be a detective or a beat cop. In Germany, the main work of dealing with explosives tends to fall to civilian experts. They work with explosives in their day jobs on construction and so on. The police and fire brigade will set the perimeter and agree the plan, but it is often the commercial guy who does the work of dealing with the device. They are normal patrol duties. Just like SWAT, SRT, whatever that place calls them. They will also spend time training those specific skills. Military EOD will also do a lot of reading, playing video games, stupid details, and some hiding out, when not training or on an actual call. I feel like people don't really know what this subreddit is for. It's not just for any random question. The answer to this question is obviously easy enough to understand. Explaining it like year 5 isn't necessary. There are other subreddits for these type of questions. It's important to point out that while there aren't actual bombs super often, bomb squads are also called in for suspected bombs, some of which don't make a big splash in the news because they're dealt with in short order and don't cause a lot of commotion. I just watched a Adam Savage made on the hardest thing to obtain for the Mythbusters shows a grenade was unobtainable. He said that bomb squads were always willing to help because they were considered training exercises. Many times a specialty squad will be made up of regular members that have a specialty training program. They maintain this specialty alongside of general regular service. Such as a beat cop may also be a specialist in a bomb squad. They spend all their time learning about bombs and training and disposal techniques. It's partly out of a sense of professional obligation, and partly so they aren't reduced to atoms during an actual defusal. What have you been doing, soldier? Training, sir. What kind of training? Army training, sir. Platoon army training, sir. What happened to your drill instructor? Blowed up, sir. Platoon blowed up, sir. Train. They make bombs and then defuse those bombs. Study, do paperwork, get certified and make sure they're up to date. They may have other duties besides being bomb squad members to do as well. I visited an EOD unit in the Air Force a few years ago. Their whole space was basically a gym and every guy was massive, so guess they worked out most of the day. Well, if The Rock was an accurate portrayal, which I assume it was, then they just sit around playing with dart guns and buying rare records 99 of the time. Train, practice, respond to calls that aren't explosive hazards that you don't hear about, do community outreach, do paperwork, go on vacation. Train. Play with bots by opening the fridge and grabbing a beer. Read technical data. Read reports. Maintain gear. Play volleyball. That's why cops are always pissed at those magnet fishers. What else would the bomb squad be doing? Literally anything else. Practice defusing bombs, maintaining equipment and keeping abreast of advancements and trends in bomb making while doing regular work. My cousin's husband is Ian, and it seems most of his free time is spent wearing short shorts during normal activities.